What is up, everybody? Actually, I can't do that now. Dang it! I should have changed that before I went live. But hello, hi, hello, howdy, hello. Hopefully, everyone's having a good day. Actually, hold on. I need to get a link to Chris. Copy. Because Chris is most likely going to join me today. So, gotta send this link over to him. Hopefully, everyone watching is having a really good day. That's good, Luke. I'm good to hear. It's good to hear that you're having a good day. Just give me 1 second while I. Temperature went up. It was 13 like this whole morning and like early afternoon. Now it's 19 degrees outside. It's finally looking up. Finally warming up. Okay, so let's see. So copy. That's good, Luke. Send that to Chris. Or whenever you're ready. And paste. Okay. Awesome sauce. So, let's see what we got here. I don't think I have to really do anything else, right? I don't think so. Chris is typing. Awesome. So, as you can probably tell, for those of you watching, I'm using StreamYard. I wanted to give this a shot because, honestly, like I like using OBS, but this seems a lot simpler. And because I'm not really good with streams, you guys probably know this by now. Streaming isn't my forte; it's not my strong suit. But I wanted to try out StreamYard because it's pretty cool. And as you can see, let me do here. You can highlight people's comments and stuff. See, I'm highlighting a comment. That's pretty cool. But I heard about the new Hotel Transylvania movie. I personally never watched any of the movies. But if you liked it, that's awesome. Happy for you. And hello, Antonio. I am doing quite well. Hopefully, you are having a really, really, really good afternoon or morning, depending on where you are. Well, I know it's probably afternoon now there, right? Yeah, yeet. What's up, Rail Mango? Hopefully, you're doing well. Hopefully, you're mangoing and railing. Not railing. Oh, no. This is a family-friendly channel. Family-friendly. Not railing. Atlas Galactus says, how many times do I have to tell you I don't believe in ghosts and I never liked you? Oh, what episode's that from? That's from I know it's from an actual episode, isn't it? Like that's an actual quote. I got it for on a live stream. Yeah. Same. Same here. Totally. Yeah, totally. The highlights I do it for in a live stream. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like I like that you can like choose out people's comments and like highlight them. And it's really like, if you're like doing a discussion or something, like you're on a topic that someone introduces, you can have that on screen so that people who are just joining can like see what is being talked about. So that's super cool. My brother Alex is doing really well. I talked to him yesterday. He's doing well. He's doing well. Not much else to really report on Alex. He's always doing well. He's always, he's always a super happy-go-lucky, optimistic kind of guy. So he's always doing well. Best 2022 in your life? Well, hopefully it's the only 2022 in your life. You'd have to. Well, actually, it can never be another 2022. But yeah, Alex is doing well. Let's see. The one thing I wish about StreamYard, maybe you can do it. I just don't know. I know for you, I mean, I don't know if this is something you guys like or if this is just something I always just like to have for you guys. Background music. I can't do that here. I can't have background music here. At least for what I know. I mean, I know you can screen share and like show you guys my screen, but other than that, I don't think. Oh, hang on. Are you good? Are you ready? I can't hear you, so just give a thumbs up if you want to be added. Thumb up, good? Okay. Bada bing!
Hello.
Look who we have.
What the heck? StreamYard. This is cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, I think this is what we use on Life. Okay.
I think so. Whoa.
Holy.
Hello.
I thought it'd be better than all assumed out. So I got Chris today.
Hey. I don't even know. We're streaming, right?
Yeah, we're live. We're live. We're live.
Okay.
Yep. So family friendly language. JK.
Woo! Yeah. I'm going to the stream. Oh yeah, there we are.
Yep. So
cool.
Let's see here. So actually, Chris, I'll let you share this cool bit of news. What's happening in about a week from now? What's gonna be going on?
About a week from now, Zach, you're gonna be sleeping right there.
Yeah.
On a blow-up mattress or something, or maybe you'll take a guest room in the house. I don't really know, but
Zach's
coming to Austin.
Yeah, I'm going down to Texas for the very first time. I've never been to Texas, so I'm going down to Chris's neck because Chris has come up here a couple of times. Now I need to go down there, right? I mean, it's only fair.
Oh yeah,
so,
gotta do it.
I'm excited. I've never been to Texas. I've only ever been like south, like the southern part of the United States a couple of times, like to Florida, like Orlando, to go to the theme parks and all that, but like never to Texas. So I'm excited.
Well, to be fair, I live in Austin. Yeah, to be fair, I live in Austin, not Texas.
I remember you told me that. That's a very important distinction.
Let me get some more light. Did that do anything?
A little bit.
I don't think so.
Not much, but a little bit.
Whatever. This is cool.
Yeah, and my favorite thing, I'm going to do this, and I'll have this question aimed towards you as well. Bop, if we're going to play Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I'll have you go first on that one.
Yes, I really do think I'm going to play it. I like, when I first saw the trailer for it, I was like, it's great. We're getting a 3D Kirby, but I couldn't really tell if it's, how much freedom you'd actually really have in the game, or if it was going to be kind of pretty like linear and essentially like a normal Kirby game, just, in like 2.5D kind of, where you can move forward and backwards a little bit, but it's looking to be like a good version of that, and the town is my favorite part, the little hub area with all the Waddle Dees. I'm loving that. It looks so cozy. I posted a thing on Twitter about this. I said it reminds me of like Toad Town from Origami King, but potentially like even better. Like maybe not as big, because Toad Town in that game is huge, but it looks like there's like more to do here. There's activities and it's like, cozier. So I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, it seems really cool. I was at first also kind of skeptical of the game. I'm like, 3D Kirby, but Kirby games are just notoriously simple and easy, and I was like, I don't know how they'll translate, but it looks really promising. There's a lot of really interesting looking worlds, which is my favorite part. They're not just they're not generic. There's a kind of like foggy, like Silent Hill world. Like
the stuff. I mean, it looks beautiful. Like when you look at it's funny because like when you look at that, from what I can tell, the game either looks like, well, it always looks pretty good. But in all the shots and everything, but like there's a few particular shots where it's like, whoa, where did this come from? Like all the particle effects, like he's in a desert at one point and there's just like sunlight shining in and it looks beautiful. I'm like, okay, I like it. Let's go for it.
Yeah, and it's a co-op game too, so that should be interesting. I'm interested. I'm wondering. Here's my pessimism coming in. Waddle Dee isn't a very useful character. Waddle Dee is not Kirby, so I'm wondering if it's almost going to be like a Luigi situation where like the Kirby is going to be the main character that does everything, and then Waddle Dee is kind of like on the side to help.
Yeah, sort of like a Bowser Jr.
Yeah, like
Bowser's Fury kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. I would be okay with that because like Super Mario 3D World, I think was kind of hurt by them trying to like design it where every level was playable with 4 characters, because it made the levels feel very, very big, but not in like a good way, not in like an expansive, like there's stuff to do at every corner, like big as in like Mario Odyssey, Mario Sunshine big way, big as in just like there's a lot of space. And for a game that's designed for, tight platforming, it just felt kind of odd at times because I played the game single player, and I'm sure the majority of people did. So I'm okay with this being primarily a single player experience with co-op like as a possibility, rather than a game designed for co-op that you can play single player if you want.
Yeah, like that's. I mean, we talked about this. And I literally just released like last week the Luigi's Mansion video. That's how I felt like Luigi's Mansion 3 was designed. Like that seems like a lot better, personally. So
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm surprised that I'm excited for a Kirby game. I haven't played any Kirby. Like, that's the type of series I can't even pretend I've know anything about it. I just really haven't played much Kirby besides like Kirby's Epic Yarn, which sounds like one of like the least Kirby like games that like it doesn't even have the capture mechanics or whatever.
Yeah.
But I am excited for this, and I think I'm gonna get it. It looks great, and like there's not much. I'm trying to look. I'm on the lookout for good new Switch experiences too right now because there hasn't been much lately for me, and the fact that that's coming in March, I am hyped.
You know, I actually have a game recommendation for you. I beat this game last night, and it was honestly like probably one of the best open world games I've ever played. Dying Light. It's on the Switch. It's it's a zombie killing game, but it's like really good. Like it has a lot of focus on the story and the characters you meet and all that. It's got a really good story. There are some control issues I have had, but like overall the game itself, like I haven't sat down and like grinded through a Switch game in so long until I played Dying Light. Like I got that at Christmas and I beat it. Like that's like the fastest I've ever beaten a game that wasn't something that like I was really playing for the channel. Like
that's awesome.
Praise. So it's like I recommend it personally.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out then. I'm also in kind of like a creepy horror spooky game kind of phase because I started playing Little Nightmares the other day.
Ooh.
I'm so into it. I love it.
Yeah.
But obviously it's a really short game. I'm gonna finish it pretty quick probably, and there's not much to it.
Well, there's the second one as well. There's a sequel.
Yeah, there's Little Nightmares 2 also, which I'll head straight into after that probably. But Dying Light sounds good. Is it like, so you said it's open world. What open world game in terms of its open worldness would you compare it to most? Because like I love open world games, but sometimes I get so overwhelmed by them that I never finish them or keep playing.
It's not overwhelmed.
It's not like that?
It's not, because the one thing because I would have been overwhelmed too because the world is really big. But I like that it has almost like Grand Theft Auto or Dead Rising is actually a really good one to compare it to, where there's like a waypoint system, so it'll tell you like where you need to go. Yeah. Like if it's like, oh, you gotta go to the other side of town, you can open up your map and it'll tell you where in town it is. There are some times where it's like in this area there will be something, and you'll have to search an area, but like it'll tell you where you need to go, and there's multiple different difficulty because the game is freaking brutally difficult at points.
Good.
But like I played it on the easy mode to where it's like when you die, it's like it'll be the same difficulty no matter what, I'm pretty certain, but when you die, you respawn at the latest checkpoint. There's no real penalty. The enemies you killed stay dead. So there's a whole good difficulty system. It's honestly really good.
That sounds nice. Cool, great. Because I started like Horizon Zero Dawn thinking I'd be super into it and love it, and I liked it. It's fun. It's good. I think the story is pretty good from where I'd gotten so far, and the mechanics are fun and everything. It's just too much. It was just too much for me at the time. I was just like, I can't do this. And so if this is a little bit more, not linear, because I don't like linear typically, but more like there's direction to it if you need direction. Yeah, then that's great.
That's exactly. It has a lot of direction. There's definitely a lot of aids and guides. It's. I mean, I beat it. I'm the dumbest gamer in the whole world. So trust me, you'll be fine.
Cool. I'm excited. I'll check it out.
Yeah, and it's like it's not a. I don't think it's a full-time title. I don't think it's a full-price title either. So.
Oh, is it It's not a cloud game, is it, on Switch?
No, the sequel is going to be a cloud game, unfortunately. But the first game is you get it physically or digitally.
Is the sequel still coming out for other platforms too, or is
it it's actually but it's day one for everything.
Oh, so great, cool.
Day one, which is pretty
nice.
Cool.
That is cool.
All right, let me catch up on some questions here from the chat. Atlas Galactus asks if I plan on playing the Cosmic Shake when it comes out. Yes. I do plan on playing it. I hope it'll be good. I can't wait to see more gameplay. Riders DX, Sheriff the Great, and myself are already talking about the next Rehydrated Relief event, which will be super, super cool. And we're probably going to like theme it around the Cosmic Shake. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that when we talk more about the relief. Luke said that we should call we should have a podcast together called the Zach and Chris Podcast.
Yeah. I'm down. Let's do it.
Maybe we should. Maybe I should like just transform Chaturdays to just like being just like us, like chatting. Like maybe I can or rebrand it, and that could be kind of cool. I could see that being cool. Hey Diamond Shine, I haven't seen your name in a while, so it's good to see you. Okay, so my64 asks, what's your opinion on Bowser's minions appearing in Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope? I mean, I didn't really play much of the original Mario and Rabbids, so I'm guessing Bowser's minions weren't in that game. Maybe. I mean,
like Goombas and stuff.
I'm guessing.
Is that? Oh,
I'm guessing. I don't know.
I guess they weren't in the first one.
I mean, I'm down with it. Like it'll give the game more of a Mario feeling, maybe, and less of a Rabbids feeling, I guess. 'Cause I think the first game you definitely had a lot of the Rabbids influence, so maybe this one will have a little bit more of the Mario influence, maybe.
Yeah, looks great. It looks really good, so I'm down. Yeah, that's a good point, I guess. Overall, just the second one, it just seems like bigger. It just seems like more ambitious, and I'm so excited about it. It's like, and so yeah, bringing in more Mario familiarity would be great. Like, there's a lot of galaxy connections. You know, there's like the star, whatever they're called, the stars you shoot out of, and everything. And so, yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah. And hey, Soshi, hopefully you're doing well. Got back to N64 collecting. Oof, I want to start N64 collecting because I mean, games. I've stopped game collecting because it's just so expensive now. Like the only N64 game I'm actively wanting now is Mario Party 3. And Chris can tell you, we went when he was here in New York. Both times he was here, we went to like one particular game store that had it in the box, which is the only way I'll buy it. And it was like $250.
So expensive.
And I'm just like, no. I mean, personally, the most I'd want to spend, and it's still a lot, is like $150. Like, because in the box, you know, it's in nice condition and all that. So it's like it's worth it, but it's like, no, that's like, no.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of money for a video game. Exactly.
Let's see. I know this is not the video game topic, but have you watched Encanto? I have not. Chris, have you?
I haven't. I've been so behind on the Disney Pixar train for the last like probably 4 years.
I get that.
They just kept making movies and at a certain point, I was just like, I'm not keeping up with this. Like, I think it started with Onward, the one with like Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. Ever since then, I just like haven't kept up with them, and it's weird.
Yeah, I get that. I have seen like scrolling through like Twitter and all that. Like I've seen like the music, like some of the music videos for the songs. I heard 2 songs. Don't remember the names, but they were bangers. Like they were some of the best songs I've heard in a Disney movie in years. Like maybe since Frozen, I think. Like Frozen has a really good song. Wow. But after that, I don't think there's been anything as good as the 2 songs I heard. So I might give it a watch just based on that. Because I really like when a Disney movie has good songs to accompany it.
Yeah, me too. And it's like, do you know if Lin-Manuel Miranda was a part of it? Because he was involved in Moana.
He might have been. Well, Moana, because I know, was Moana Disney or Pixar? It was Disney,
I think,
right?
Moana was just Disney.
So
is Encanto Disney Pixar?
Disney, just Disney. So he might have been.
Oh yeah, he might have been. Because I love him. If he's involved, then I'm on a Tick Tick Boom craze right now. I love that movie, and I'm really into whatever he's doing. So if he's involved, then I'll watch it.
And I didn't know that on the topic of Lin-Manuel Miranda, I didn't know that he also created one of my other favorite shows is In the Heights. I didn't realize that was him. I did not realize that was him. So I heard it one day. I was like, oh shit, really?
In the
I
Heights
never
was like
realized
his
that.
first big thing, I think, and then obviously, and then he did Hamilton, which
Hamilton. Yeah.
took the world by storm. It's cool because he directed Tick Tick Boom, which is a movie it's a biopic about Jonathan Larson, who created Rent, and he got to make a movie basically about his hero. Andrew Garfield plays John Larson, and it's cool to see the similarities to his own life, because like Jonathan Larson made this one musical that was like really good, but didn't like take the world by storm, and then he made Rent. And then like Lin-Manuel Miranda, it's kind of similar. Like he made In the Heights, which is like great, but then he made Hamilton, which like changed the world. So it's cool. It's cool.
Let's see here. Which type of Nintendo games do you consider to be your favorite? What do you mean by type? Like, do you mean like what franchises or what like genres? Like, what do you mean by this question? Because my favorite franchises, my top 3 are WarioWare, Mario Party, and Luigi's Mansion, if that's what you mean. But what about you?
What was it? Which type of Nintendo games do you consider to be your favorite out of all of Nintendo's games? I could have a multitude of answers to this. I mean, it's Mario games and Zelda games.
There you go.
Anything else is a total mixed bag. But I'd particularly say 3D games. Games where you move in multiple directions, which I know sounds really silly, but that's just what clicks for me. That's what brings me in. Like I really enjoyed Metroid Dread. I just didn't get very into it. Just something about I've got to be able to have more freedom in terms of movement for it to grab me. I don't know why.
I get it though. Almost like that sense of immersion. Like you don't feel immersed when you're just looking at like something that's very flat. You need something like open and wide, and I get that.
But again, there's some exceptions. Obviously, like WarioWare was a blast. I love that. Or like what else? What other games do I love? I don't know. That's it. Mario and Zelda. That's it for me.
Let's see. Can you rank the Luigi's Mansion games? Let's see. Well, the best one's the first one. Then for me, it's the third. Then the second. Yeah. What about you, Chris? You the same way?
Yeah. I think I'm the same.
I honestly really want to replay the second game again. Like I played that game like a few years ago, like right before 3 came out, or a little bit before 3 came out. But I kind of want to play it again because I like with 3, like there are some things that 3 did that made me appreciate some things that Dark Moon did. So I kind of want to play Dark Moon again. But
yeah, me too. It's just my 3DS is broken, and then I got another 3DS, and I loaned it to someone who I don't quite keep in touch with anymore. So it's a bit awkward. I don't have a 3DS. Oof. I want to play it, but yeah.
Let's see. Luke, when's the gameplay trailer and release date for Cosmic Shake? Not a clue. No clue. So excited to play. On your Switch Lite. Oh wow! I always forget that the Switch Lite exists. To be honest.
Yeah, me too. It's nice. It's a nice little like system. I'm still shocked that they packed the same power and specs into something that is like quite a lot smaller.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, and like it even had like a improved battery life over the launch Switch and all that. It's just kind of interesting.
Yeah, but like the screen size is like itself is almost the same though.
Yeah.
Because of the huge bezel on the first one, and so.
Yeah. Oh my god, that playing the OLED, like every time I see the original Switch, I'm just like, oh my god.
I know. I had to open up my old Switch to transfer over like some other accounts, like Nintendo accounts, because I transferred over my main one, but I still had like an Australia one and a Japan one from like at Game Explain when I had to like download games ahead of time or whatever from like different regions. And so I was like, shoot, I really want to play Spiritfarer, but for whatever reason, I got that with a different account. And so like I opened up my old Switch to transfer all the stuff over. And first off, that is such an easy process. It's crazy how easy and simple they make that for as complicated as it could potentially be transferring data. But also, I looked at that screen and I'm just like it's still fine. It's totally fine. But just having played my OLED, like I'm so glad I got the OLED.
Yeah. Let's see. Did you hear that SpongeBob Out for Bikini Bottom was featured today at Games Done Quick for the first time in 5 years? Yes, I did hear that. I saw Shift's video on that the other day, which is awesome. And maybe so for those of you who missed the beginning of the stream, I'm going to be in Texas next week, seeing that guy over there. And I'm bringing down a bunch of GameCube games, and I'm wondering if maybe I should do like a video where it's like Chris's first time playing like certain games, and see like maybe just get Chris's first impressions on like older games. And Battle for Bikini Bottom is one of the games I'm bringing down. Maybe I'll do a video on that because I know it'd do kind of well. So maybe I'll do a video on that. I don't know. I also got to figure out what my capture card is doing because my capture card gave me issues last time I tried to use it. So,
how do you capture GameCube?
I have the older Elgato, so it can capture like all the retro systems as well. Yeah, I have an old Elgato.
That's crazy.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I can capture like GameCube and N64 and all that kind of stuff.
Does that have an does that have an HDMI out?
Yes, it has an HDMI out,
Okay,
but
great.
the input is the composite.
Cool, that's fine. Because my TV doesn't have the composite.
Yeah,
I think I have a converter thing, but if your Elgato has HDMI out, then that's great.
yeah, because like you plug in the input on one side, and then on the other side you have the cable going
Sweet.
out. My 64 asks, "What's the worst Bowser fight you've played in a Mario game?" Ooh, I think I know my answer, but do you have yours, Chris?
You go first. I don't have mine yet, but I feel like I do. I just haven't thought of it.
Okay, I personally think there aren't really many bad Bowser fights, so I'm gonna. You good over there?
My chair keeps screwing with me.
You keep going. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can't really think of any like Bowser fights that are like bad, but I remember the one I was just kind of like, I don't really like this. Is Mario Sunshine, like when you're doing the on rail stuff. I'm not a fan of that. I wasn't a fan of that.
That wasn't very good. Shoot, I'd probably say that one. I guess I'd say Sunshine. That boss fight felt like it was ahead of its time. It felt like a boss fight from Mario Galaxy,
Yeah.
But the controls were just terrible and it was dumb. It was just like it made no sense.
Like I liked it in concept, but in execution, I was kind of like,
yeah. I'd say I can't think of any others. I remember really, this is sort of doesn't count because it's a different type of game, but I remember really hating the Bowser fight in Paper Mario Sticker Star.
Well, that whole game is just trash. So I mean,
I know the whole thing is trash, but it's just I don't remember exactly, but it was basically like he's just an enemy, like it's just a normal battle, but he just has a ton of health. So you just it just takes forever, and you're just attacking him, and that's it. I think if I remember it correctly. That's an RPG, so it's a little different. But for mainline Mario, definitely Sunshine, unfortunately. Unless like maybe like New Super Mario Brothers 2, where it's just like
where it's like jump over him and get the little hammer. Yeah, those games are so simple to where like it almost doesn't even count. It's not even a fight.
They do come up with some pretty good boss fights in some of those games, though. Honestly, like in New Super Mario Brothers Wii, when he, maybe it's a spoiler. I mean, it's New Super Mario Brothers Wii, but Bowser gets really big at the end, and for whatever reason, when I first played that when I was 8, like it surprised me a lot. Like I was like, "Whoa, it's crazy!" And so like that was actually pretty cool because that was the first time, at least I had seen Bowser get huge. And
I agree. I kind of have the same thing, but with Luigi's Mansion, where like you take control of a possessed, headless, but reattaches itself Bowser, where he drops. Yeah, like that. I was like, oh my god, Bowser's scary in this game.
That was also really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So this is about Encanto, I'm pretty certain. You should watch it. It's a must-watch. It's really touching, and I personally feel very connected to it. The characters are all great and with beautiful designs and fun personalities. Yeah, I like that Disney recently has been being a bit more diverse and like doing stuff about different cultures and backgrounds, like with Moana, and then what was the name of that other movie? I don't remember it. I forget, but also Encanto, like they've been doing a lot more, and it's really nice.
Yeah, they did. Well, yeah, like I said, I just haven't even kept in touch with them at all, but just because whatever reason. But that is really great. I'm glad they're doing that. I feel like, to me, I stopped paying attention to the Disney Pixar movies when they stopped, like when it felt like they had gone through all the ideas of like things that you can make talk. Like they did one with talking fish, they did one with the talking rat, they did one with talking toys, cars. After they got through all that stuff, that to me is still like the primary, like the quintessential Pixar era. Then they started doing stuff with real people. And
so does The Incredibles not count as quintessential Pixar? I will fight you.
No, Incredibles counts because that's the one that they did with humans.
Thank you.
And so it was unique at the time.
I was about to say, I was like, if you start roasting The Incredibles, we're going to have some problems.
Incredibles
that's my
really
favorite one. That's my favorite Pixar movie. Oh.
Yeah. But also like Wreck-It Ralph too, even though it's not Pixar, it was just Disney. Like that was also exciting because that was a new thing at the time. It was about video games.
Yeah. Well, when you say 2, you mean as well, not the sequel. That was about the
Wreck-It Ralph as well. Yeah. Although I liked Wreck-It Ralph 2 enough.
I mean, I didn't watch it because I saw the trailers and just kind of cringed at a lot of the internet culture stuff.
It was a little cringy, but it was also like it was creative. Some of the stuff they did with it, but like ultimately, what I liked about Wreck-It Ralph 2 was how it was actually like a necessary continuation of the characters. Which I thought the first movie wrapped it all up in a little bow and it was perfect, but they explored the character depth and everything even more between Ralph and Penelope in the second one, which I was like, whoa, this is hitting me in the feels. Like sort of Toy Story 4 did it too, where in concept it seemed unnecessary until you saw the movie and you're like, this is an interesting way that they're taking these character dynamics and relationships. And I'm like, it's not necessary, but it still feels genuine and authentic to the original films, that we love.
Yeah, and it was almost like with Toy Story 4 particularly. Toy Story 3 was about, well, not all about, because there's many different things about Toy Story 3, but like one of the big things was like, it was mostly like a growing up story. Like, Andy's older now and he's off to college and all that. But I feel like Toy Story 4 really had that kind of growing up thing with Woody. Like Woody was like now being like the ones like, oh, your what's her name's toy, like you're talking to Forky, it was nice. It was just a nice change of pace from the first 3 movies.
It was really sweet too. I just got chills thinking about the ending of it, which I won't say because it's a relatively new. It's not new, but I care more about spoiling movies than games, just because. Yeah, I like movies more than, I like movies a lot.
Really? You like movies? That's weird. It's almost like you act and do film stuff.
I know, but the ending of Toy Story 4 is solid. Like I didn't think they'd be able to top Toy Story 3, and I don't know if they did, but they matched it in my opinion. I was like, oh,
that's
so good. It's really sweet. It was really sweet.
Yeah,
and sad.
I mean, and I'm one of those rare people where it's like I also really, keeping on the topic of Toy Story, I actually really like the second one. Like that's an unpopular opinion, but I think we've had this conversation in real life. But I really like the second one. I was like, I feel like we talked about this before. But like people watching, like, I really like the second one. Like, I don't know why. I know it's like everyone's least favorite, but I really liked it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the second one, like a lot of it depends too on like when you watched it and what connection you have to it too. Because like I didn't actually grow up really with any of the Toy Story movies, so I don't have any sort of connection. Or Toy Story 3 was the one that I felt most connected to because that just hit me right in the time when I was old enough to enjoy and appreciate movies, but still like young enough to like really be influenced by them, like just, to create like a nostalgic connection. And so Toy Story 3 hit me right there. So maybe that was Toy Story 2 for you, or maybe you just really like it. I don't know, because I've only seen it like once, so I can't testify to the quality of it.
Yeah, I mean, they're all really good, but yeah.
Yeah, they're all great. Exactly.
All right, let's see. Hi, Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Hi. See the franchises. Okay, for that question earlier. Yeah, Mario Party, WarioWare, Luigi's Mansion.
3D Mario, 3D Zelda. Which is a shame because those are only making like ones every 5 years.
Yeah, I mean,
I say those are the rare ones.
Mario Party.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, though, Wario, where it's like we never get that.
Yeah.
Too.
We have to have a new WarioWare game actually in like. Yeah. WarioWare Gold was like a remake kind of just like 10 years maybe. Crazy.
Yeah, exactly. But I think though part of the reason I like. I don't know if you're talking right. Were you talking because you froze?
Oh no! I'm just looking at something.
Okay, cool. Part of the reason I love 3D Mario and 3D Zelda though is because they take so long for them to make them because I think they approach them with like such care and such passion that like they have to be great, and so that's part of the reason they always leave such a mark, such an impression.
Yeah. Okay, Mr.
That's
Production
why
says.
sorry, never mind.
No, keep going. You're good.
I was about to say something controversial. I was going to say that's when a 3D Zelda game I don't like. That's when a game like Skyward Sword really just.
That's not that
hits
controversial.
I'm just like, yeah, but the people who love it like defend the living crap out of it, and it's like, okay.
Trust me, I know. When I talk crap about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, trust me, I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
Yeah, I also have no connection to Skyward Sword, which I don't think helps. I think a lot of people who really like Skyward Sword are people who are like around my age, maybe a little older, who like grew up with it and have like a connection to it. I've just like I've played it for the first time from a purely just like objective, disconnected perspective, and I did not like it. The story and the music is good, but the story you can add up to like it added up to like 15 minutes of story out of a 40-hour freaking game. That's just not fun to play because it's all fetch quests and crap that is just like, this is such a video game right now. Like when I'm playing Zelda games, like you feel immersed in the world and the characters that you don't feel like you're playing a video game. When I'm playing Skyward Sword, I feel like I'm playing a video game because it's like, go fetch the 3 things from the 3 kingdoms. And that happens like 5 different times throughout the game. And I'm like, God, this is such a video game.
Like it paved the way for Breath of the Wild in a lot of aspects, but at the same time, it was just like I mean, I never played it, but I watched people play it and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not a big Zelda fan anyway. Like I like the Zelda games that are more unique. Maybe that's why I liked Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker. Right? Mm-hmm. Those are my 3 favorites. And they're all the kind of the different ones. The oddballs. Yeah, so
exactly. Yep.
So Mr. Production asks, what about arcade and 3DS? I'm assuming you talk about the Luigi's Mansion games. Did you ever play the Luigi's Mansion arcade game, Chris?
Yeah. I've played it a few times. I have it at my arcade. It's fun.
It actually is really, really good. Maybe we could do that together while we're down there. Because I think we could that would be such fun to do. So maybe
let's go to Dave & Buster's.
We play some Luigi Mansion. I actually really liked that. I liked it quite a bit. I'd probably put it like 3rd. So if you want me to include arcade and 3DS, I'll go Luigi Mansion's the best, then 3, then arcade, then 3DS, then Dark Moon. Maybe.
Wow. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I mean, I played the arcade game is so quick. Maybe that's just because I was bad at it, so I didn't get very far.
I actually even uploaded a video of my first time playing it. It took me and a friend 40 minutes, I think, to beat the whole thing.
Wow.
And it got hard towards the end too. So
yeah. I like the haptic I like the feedback you get from like shooting the
like you just
shake. Satisfying. It's like shakes. You
and when you strobe ball, it goes like
yeah. It's awesome.
Do you guys remember playing the classic Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 3 and 4 from the GameCube era?
All right.
I didn't play much of Pro Skater. I did play Tony Hawk games, but I played like American Wasteland and what was the other one? There's American Wasteland. There's one more. Tony Hawk. What's the other one? There's American Wasteland because that's the one I played the most, and then there's the other one. Don't remember what the name of that one was. The lady with the dead fish from Encanto, okay, says, if you could change the controls of one mini game in Mario Party Superstars, what would that change be? Easy. Tug of war. Change it to a button masher.
Yeah. I would say I might say the one where you stomp on the cloud with PD Piranha. Not really change the controls, but just make it clear what the heck you're supposed to do.
You see, I think that minigame is just so unbalanced, like you do it correctly when you're doing the ground pound. There's no real rhyme or reason for it. It's just a badly designed minigame that shouldn't be in Superstars.
Yeah. Are you supposed to be synchronized, or do you just spam ground pounding? Or do you ground pound when PD is under the cloud? Is that the deal?
No, because PD Piranha moves just kind of randomly. I think the thing is you just need to maximize your jump when you're doing it. Like, because if you do it really, really quickly, then your jump is minimal when you're ground pounding, but you need to time it so that you're up really high. But
it just makes no sense at all. The fact that, like, we don't know, or the fact that, like, I feel like it'd just be as simple as just a clearer description of the minigame in the game. I don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, so I'm looking at chat, and we are so far behind. So we are going to rapid fire
Really?
with a bunch of questions. Yes, I looked down. I'm like, oh my god, we are so far behind. Granted, we are 15 minutes behind. So yeah, that makes sense. I'm from the message 15 minutes ago. Okay, so rapid fire. Are you gonna play Sonic Frontiers? I might if it looks interesting. Will you?
Yeah, it looks if it continues to please me, then yes, but I still don't know enough.
Okay, next question. Do you think there'll be DLC for the GameCube one as well as the N64 one? What do you mean? But do you mean Superstars? Like if there's gonna be GameCube DLC? If that's your question, maybe. I mean, I'd be content with N64 DLC to be honest, but with GameCube minigames. But
I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
Real Talk with Zach and Chris podcast. Hey, that'd actually be a good name for like Real Talk with Zach and Chris.
Real Talk. That was the old Game Explain podcast.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Real Talk podcast. Yeah.
Oh wow!
I did one episode and then they stopped doing it.
I didn't know that.
After I joined, because like half the crew left and they were the ones who did it most, so it was kind of like
See, so what games are you looking forward to this year? I'll let you go first, Chris.
Breath of the Wild 2. Breath of the Wild 2. And Kirby now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the new SpongeBob game for me, but and Hogwarts Legacy, if that's going to still come out this year, God knows about that. But I mean, I'm interested in Kirby. I'll play it and all that, but I'm not like actively excited for it. Like I'm not like, ooh, the Kirby game, yeah. I'm like okay, it'll be cool. I'll play it.
Yeah. If there was anything Mario coming that we knew of, I would say that like a Galaxy 2 or on Switch or anything like that. But I don't think we don't know anything. Splatoon 3, I'm excited for, but I played the first two quite a bit, but I'm not I hope Splatoon 3. I know. I hope Splatoon 3 feels like a new Splatoon game, like another take on it almost. Because Splatoon 2 just felt like a better version of Splatoon 1, but it was ultimately just Splatoon 1 again with like new stuff. But I hope Splatoon 3 there's a lot of newness to it. Like it feels like a genuinely like a sequel, not like a new Splatoon. Just another. Yeah, I just don't know enough about it yet.
Yeah, this might be unpopular, but an unpopular opinion. But I kind of want them to focus a lot on the single player stuff because it develops like a really interesting thing with like the whole like chaos thing, and now like in Splatoon like Chaos 1, and now everything's in ruin. Like you can make an interesting story on that, and maybe have a really interesting and cool story mode rather than like the story modes from Splatoon 1 and 2 weren't bad. There was just nothing.
Yeah,
it didn't really feel like it had a structure. Like there wasn't like really. I don't know.
Yeah, but the DLC story mode for Splatoon 2 was really good.
Yeah,
the Octo thing, and it's looking good from the new one. It's looking good when they're in like that weird post-apocalyptic upside down Eiffel Tower kind of place. Like that could be good. But then it just cuts to gameplay of like the multiplayer turf war stuff, and it just looks the same with some new power-ups. And I'm like, if that's it, if that's all it is, and the new single player ends up just kind of being the same, then I'm probably just not going to get it.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like the single player should be a big focus, because of the fact that the multiplayer, it's just going to feel the same. It's going to be more Splatoon, which is great. It's Splatoon. But like if they have a cool single player mode to entice people who like the multiplayer mode but want something else to bring them over, to convince them that like, you might want to upgrade from 2.
Yeah, I want local, and I really want local split screen multiplayer, because they had it sort of in the Wii U one in the first Splatoon, where one person could play with the gamepad and one person played on the TV, and you could play with your friends sitting right next to them. But Splatoon 2 didn't have any of that. It was all just online, and I'd love to be able to like sit with my friends and play Splatoon, especially if there's like co-op for the single player. That'd be crazy. That'd be awesome, and that could be something that helps differentiate it. A stronger focus on not like online multiplayer, but like co-op, or like playing, like directly interacting with a person in person.
Exactly. And I mean, honestly, you know what? I'll buy it day one if they get rid of that stupid map rotation thing that they did in Splatoons 1 and 2. No clue why they did. Like, it was like you have two maps and it rotates out every 4 hours, whatever it is.
That's so
like,
dumb.
What is that? Do it Mario Kart 8 style, where everyone just chooses a map they want to play and it randomly chooses one.
Exactly. Do it like any other video game ever. You know, you don't have to try to be unique. Why be different when it's not necessary, when it detracts? It's just fun. It's just dumb. I wonder if that's some kind of like online server thing that makes it easier for that. I really don't know what the.
So basically Nintendo being lazy. You know, that sounds legitimate. That sounds like it could be a thing.
Right. There's got to be some practical reason for why they do it, honestly, because it's just ridiculous. And they brought it back for the second game too.
Yeah. So I think they decreased it. Actually, it's now 2 hours you wait instead of 4. Like, you know, it's.
Yeah, and also Salmon Run, which was really fun. Isn't Salmon Run like only available like sometimes?
Sometimes. I remember when I first got Splatoon 2, like it was when I was in college. Or it's like I got it like when it came out, but like I didn't really get to play it until like the August because it came out in like July. So I was like starting up college, and it's like I want to get in a quick round of Salmon Run, and it's like the next time it'll be open is like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like I know it's like probably like for the Japanese audience because it's like daytime there, but it's like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work.
No, I don't get it, and I hope. Yeah, I just hope Splatoon 3 is different different enough to get me involved. Sorry, we were trying to rapid fire this thing.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that rapid fire lasted 2 seconds. All right, rapid fire. Stralix says, yo, what's up? DFP Smash, will we be getting GTA Trilogy on Switch if they actually patch it and make it look decent?
Yeah, if they fix it and make it good, then yeah. Because I'm interested. I would get it. I'd be interested, but it looks terrible. Yeah, so if they make it better, then great.
And this is Rockstar we're talking about here. Like it's not like some like smaller studio. It's Rockstar. Fix it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Toy Story 2 is criminally underrated. I agree. Oh my god, is that how far behind we are? Oh my god. See, sorry I'm late to last stream. I was working. It's all good. All right.
Ratatouille. Ratatouille for the Nintendo Wii. It is such a good, unknown, underrated game. What happened? Are you okay? Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking. Nintendo Hero can testify because he played Ratatouille for Wii. The other day, he Discord messaged me and he was like, "I'm doing it." And he sent me a picture of Ratatouille, and I'm like, "Yes, I got someone to play it." Zach, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
I was saying Nintendo Hero messaged me on Discord the other day, and he got Ratatouille for the Wii, and he was playing it, and he's like, "This is really fun." I was like, "Thank you." It has a great hub world. It's basically a 3D platformer, but it's pretty open world kind of, because he plays a little rat in these big kitchen, big rooms. It's sort of like Chibi Robo in that way. It's really great. It's really good. Play Ratatouille for the Nintendo Wii.
Maybe I'll have to do like a trying video on that because I've never played it.
Yeah,
because I think it's actually on the GameCube as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the GameCube too.
So that's probably where I'll play it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine. I actually remember not really being a big fan of a lot of the Disney Pixar ones. I liked Toy. Then here's me being old, a little bit older. I liked Toy Story. Was it 1 or 2? It's one of the first 2 that was on the Sega Genesis. That was actually really, really good. It's the first one. Because the second one was like on the Nintendo 64. So yeah, the first Toy Story and Genesis is really good. But also The Incredibles on the GameCube and such. That was also pretty good.
I didn't play The Incredibles.
It's pretty good. It's like a... How do you define that one? It's like it's one of those games where it does a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's a 3D platformer, beat 'em up, stealth. There's a lot in there. Exploration.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't play. I will say the Toy Story 3 game is really good. I think all the Toy Story games are just great. I don't know how or why, but they were always really good.
Isn't the Toy Story 3 game like a mini game compilation of some sort?
No. That's like a full 3D open platformer kind of thing. It's more like it's like the first 2, I think.
Oh, but I don't know what I was thinking of. I thought Toy Story 3 was a mini game.
It's good. I think Toy Story 3 might have been the last game that Disney Pixar, Disney Interactive Studios, or whatever made before they homed in on Disney Infinity, because then they started doing everything with that.
Yeah,
which tanked. unfortunately, because I loved it.
It was so. I love Disney Infinity. It was so good.
It was so fun, but it just tanked. The whole freaking studio went out of business or just shut down. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I think the only one that's done actually Disney Infinity, because like there's Cars 3 got a video game, but I don't think
it did.
Yeah,
I didn't even see Cars 3.
I remember it like because it was back when the Switch came out. Because I remember I was looking for games on the Switch because like I remember it actually might have been 2018. No, because that's when the Incredibles came out. Well, no, the Incredibles got like a Legos game, like a Lego Incredibles.
Yeah, it did. Lego Incredibles. I was interested,
which
I didn't get it.
Honestly made me so mad because like I was like I wanted a true sequel to the Incredibles video game because I liked it, but it's like, oh nope, Lego. It's like
Yep.
Like,
and the same thing, like the Incredibles had like a decent like story mode kind of thing in the first Disney Infinity.
Yeah.
But it was tied down to the Disney Infinity like format and like world style and everything, which wasn't that great, which was kind of crappy.
Yeah.
Looking back, like it was the Monsters University one though was good. Someone had mentioned though Disney Toy Story 3 had the video game had Disney Toy Box before Disney Infinity. So yeah, it's sort of Toy Story 3, that game like kind of paved the way for Disney Infinity.
Okay.
It was really good.
Rapid fire. Hold on. All right.
Yep.
Tia, hey, new around here. Oh, you're new, and I didn't see you for nearly 20 minutes. I hope you're still here. We're ignoring you. Just trying to catch up. Do you think we can get a new air ride for Kirby's 30th anniversary? Hold on. We'll go back to that question.
Good question.
Luigi's Mansion enthusiast here. Oh, hey, Luigi's Mansion. Hey.
Sorry, I was loud.
How dare you? I feel bad that SpongeBob's Great Base Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrate was discontinued. Or I guess like it just not supported, right? Yeah, it would have been cool if they supported it a little bit more, gave it a little more love. But I mean, they got the new game coming out. I'll be interested to see. In a lot of ways, I prefer Dark Moon over 3. I get that. Like, I think I don't like Dark Moon as much as 3, but I get that. Like, I understand it.
Me too.
Dark Moon, they moved from Portrait Ghost, completely whisked away my interest in it. I'm glad we got something at least closer to that in 3. Definitely get that game eventually. Yeah, Dark Moon taking away the human ghosts definitely does take away a lot. Could you have a Mario Kart 9 game like Double Dash where you can go back to 2K? Oh, so like a Double Dash sequel. That'd be cool. I don't think that could work as a main gimmick though. Pull out the Guitar Hero guitar.
I need to fidget. I need to like have something in my hands.
Fair enough.
I think that's a genuine possibility for the new Mario Kart because I do believe the rumors that we're getting a new Mario Kart. Not even rumors. I just think we're getting a new Mario Kart. But then, we had potential leaks that were like, there's going to be a new big thing about it, which I think also could be true. And I think a Double Dash kind of mode could be good. I feel like they're going to pull a Nintendo and make it like, it's going to be like one mode and it's going to be very limited. Like it's going to be only like particular characters can go together or whatever. It's going to be like, it's going to kind of not be that great, but it's still going to be Double Dash.
Are you going based on that one insider, whoever said like the new Mario Kart's going to have like a new twist or something like that? Because I remember because I did a response to that because obviously Mario Kart 9 has been like a huge thing of conversation recently, and everyone's like, oh my god, there's going to be a new twist in the Mario Kart game. What could it be? And I'm like, well, I mean, every single Mario Kart game has a twist, every single one. So I mean, it could literally, because for Mario Kart 8, it was the anti-gravity. Was it a really big thing? Did it really impact anything?
No,
not really. So
I think it's less of going off of that rumor in particular.
Oh, okay.
Like the rumor itself, but still going off the idea that it makes sense. There is going to be a twist. There is going to be a new thing because there has to be but I also do think like there's been less. The Mario Kart games have gotten more formulaic. I suppose like as they've gone on, like 7 paved the way for 8. Like, and they both are very similar in a lot of ways. Like they have similar, they both have like the kart customization system. Like in a lot of ways, I think 8 is basically just like a better version of 7.
Yeah.
And I think 8's like the quintessential Mario Kart, and I think they're going to do something new with 9. Now, is it going to be something that like changes the game and it's like a Diddy Kong Racing single player adventure, like a whole new thing? No. I think when they say twist, it's just going to be another like anti-gravity or glider or whatever. But I do think it's going to be more exciting than those things. I do think it'll be like some kind of like mission mode or like what if they like a whole like one big kind of world, not like an open world kind of thing, but like all the tracks like sort of connect together, like Double Dash sort of like hinted at, where you could like see other tracks in the distance, but it's still like sectioned off, but there's more like connectivity that way. I don't really know, but I think it could be cool.
Yeah. So here's the important question that I think will gauge how my respect for you goes. What do you think of the possibility of a Nintendo cart?
Personally, I'm not very excited about it.
Thank you. Okay.
I don't really care.
You gave the right
because,
answer.
Like, first off, this is not new, by the way. A lot of people are saying this. This isn't me breaking any grounds. But the Mario Kart brand is so strong that even if they made a Nintendo Kart, they would still call it Mario Kart. That's it, because the brand is strong. Games don't mean anything. I mean, sorry, names don't mean anything anymore, honestly. Like Super Mario 3D World, that game's not 3D, right? I mean, 3D Land was 3D. That's why they called it 3D Land, but it didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
like,
true. Actually,
like Super Smash Bros. Like there's female characters in that game, but it's still Super Smash Brothers. You know, like again, those are kind of stupid examples, but like names don't mean anything.
Yeah, and Mario Party 9, that's not a party.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like, you know, I think they're still going to call it Mario. Anyways, that was a long time on that really simple thought.
I
need to learn to be less long-winded.
No, that's me. Don't worry.
And honestly, I just don't care. Like Smash Brothers, it makes sense because every new character comes with a whole new moveset that's pulled from their game, their franchise, their games. Like, and they're creatively implemented, and you see them interacting with other characters. Mario Kart, they're just sitting in a cart that's doing all the work. So like, if you brought in, you know, Captain Falcon to Mario Kart, like he wouldn't actually do anything interesting. It would just be Captain Falcon in a cart, you know? So I don't really care, like from a mechanical perspective, like how it would, I just don't really care. It's fun to have Link and Villager and everything, the Inklings in Mario Kart, but like I don't really care.
Yeah, I get that completely. Nintendo
I care more about the
has
tracks.
no appeal. Yeah, like Nintendo Kart has no appeal to me. That's why because I made a video or uploaded a video yesterday that was talking about like if there's a new Mario Kart, like Mario Kart 9, what would I want in terms of characters and tracks, and like the character roster, like I actually hold on, let me see if I can show you, because I just made punch. What's
Now, what I do hope if they were to do Nintendo Kart, though, I would hope that they did make each of the characters interesting in some way by like bringing back like special items, like from Double Dash, where each character has their own like special item kind of thing. Like that'd be cool. Like if Link has Link has a boomerang or whatever, or like or a hook shot, or like if Kirby can do something unique or whatever. But still, it's just kind of, they're just models. They're just character models in carts. I care more about the tracks. Like the Hyrule Castle track in Mario Kart 8 is awesome, as is like the Animal Crossing track or both of the F-Zero tracks. Like that's cool. But I don't think a Nintendo Kart is necessary.
Yeah, like it won't let me share my screen because I have to like allow permissions and then have to exit Google Chrome, and that's a whole mess. But like my roster consists of like all Mario characters with like a few Nintendo characters in there. It's like because I wanted to focus on more of the niche, cool Mario characters. Yeah. Like, you know, I have like Petey Piranha and King Boo and Wiggler, and I added
Gino.
Well, I didn't add Gino. I wasn't that optimistic, but I added Cappy and Egad and Olivia from Origami King. Like I added more of those interesting. I added Luma, like, you know, interesting characters.
Yeah.
Rather than being like, oh, you can play as Marth. Like, yay.
That'd be so great. That'd be so funny playing as Marth in Mario Kart.
All the Nintendo characters are Fire Emblem. That's it.
It'd be so good. It'd be so good. Yeah, I used to care so much about character rosters in Mario games, but as Nintendo made more games that just had the same lackluster rosters, I'm just kind of like, I've reached a point where I don't really care as much, because it seems like with every new Mario Kart and party and sports game and whatever, it's just the same characters. And I've kind of realized, like, for the most part, and I've realized, like, it doesn't really matter anyways,
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Let's see.
Wow, it's so pessimistic.
No,
But-
trust me, I get it. Welcome to my life. Now
Yeah.
that you're not like, on CC Media or like on Game Explain anymore, you don't have to be overly positive for your videos. You can just let it all out, man. You just let it all
Yeah.
out.
Well, I didn't anyways, but I've typically in the past just been really positive and psyched about stuff, but I just feel kind of like not burned out, but it's just like I've reached a point where I've hoped for so many things over the years that don't happen or that happen, but to a lesser extent than was the whole purpose, because like the way Nintendo does things that I'm just kind of like, I'll take whatever by this point. And this is why I watch and love movies, so that I can have something else to appreciate other than video games, because Nintendo disappoints me so much. That's not really why I love movies, but it's kind of like, it's kind of a little bit of that. It's like, you know what?
Welcome to adulthood.
I know. I feel like I should be older having these thoughts. Someone who's actually
it
burned
hits
out.
you. It hits you when you're like in your late teens, early 20s. Like it hits you. You're just like, oh my god, life's disappointing.
Yeah. Not life. Life is all right. Nintendo.
Well, yeah,
Being a
Nintendo.
Nintendo fan, it's a little bit, it's, yeah. Like I used to watch these, like all the Nintendo YouTubers that are like so energetic and excited and everything, and because that was me. But now I've sort of moved on to like the people that are a little more just like honest and just kind of like love it, obviously, like have a clear passion and love for it and desire for Nintendo to do better or just do great things, because Nintendo is great. They do a lot of great stuff, but it's just like you have to be realistic with yourself. Like I think Arlo is great at that, like being realistic, but also like enjoying it and like understanding what it's all about, right? I love Arlo, and of course, like I think Game Explain is great with that too. All the whole team over at GX versus just yeah.
I get it, because like there are. I mean, I think the worst culprits are not even the people who are like like super positive and always optimistic, but I feel like a lot of people who like clickbait a lot. Like no, I'm not gonna say names, but like the people who like have the thumbnails that'll be like oh, Mario Odyssey 2 confirmed. And they'll be like, there's a rumor that says Mario Odyssey 2 is confirmed. And it's like, it's just so misleading. It gets Nintendo fans so hyped up and excited over something that you make it seem like it's a real thing, and then it's
yeah. And that adds to the overall this expectation, just this sense of like expectation and everything that like people have. It adds into the pool that just gets people's hopes up too much.
That's why I always say with Mario Kart 9 in particular and Odyssey 2, I'm like, I don't think they're going to come out. And then people will be like, oh, we'll prove you wrong. And I'm like, okay, when you prove me wrong, I'll be excited. Like, I'd rather like be like, oh, it's not going to happen and be proven wrong and be really excited than be like, oh, Mario Kart 9 is going to happen this year. And then it not happen, then I'm super pissed off at Nintendo because it's something I thought, because of rumors I've been hearing and all that.
Yeah.
Like, it's pointless.
Yeah, it's just as long as you approach everything with the right mindset of like, as long as you approach it with the right mindset, you're going to have a good time and it's going to be okay. You have like when Nintendo Directs come around, like I always see so much like negativity like leading up to the Direct. Like, remember guys, don't get your hopes up. Don't get excited. It's not going to, which like I totally understand. But at the same time, like you have permission to be excited, as long as you also like understand that what you want is probably not going to happen. Like you just enjoy it, and
keep your expectations in check.
Yeah, but you still have permission to be excited and enjoy it, right? Like, and it's a hard balance to have, because it's so easy to, want things and then be mad when you don't get the things, when it seems like, yeah, Mario Odyssey 2 makes perfect sense. Why haven't they done it yet? It's like they're working on it. Like there's a plan, it's just the way it is.
Like, honestly, like I always love watching Nintendo or like YouTubers that do the videos where it's like they talk about what they would like to see, like what they would not what they expect to see, what they think Nintendo's gonna do. It's like what they want, just like a fun. That's how I met GamerJube. because they did a video talking about that, and I was like, oh, it's interesting. They're talking about stuff they would love to see, not stuff that's based on rumors or leaks, just stuff that they generally or genuinely want to see, something they think would be cool or exciting.
Because that's this industry. No one knows anything. No one knows crap unless you work at Nintendo, right? I mean, that's just the reality. And
I got an uncle.
All we can do is exactly. And all we can do is just like be reasonable with ourselves and with each other, and just enjoy it and have a good mindset about things. Because no one knows crap, and the people who pretend they know stuff, or pretend that whatever. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep rapid firing this. Wow, I'm looking. Yeah, it's just.
I put this comment up like a few minutes ago, and I didn't even get to it. WarioWare Get It Together felt like a computer game, in my opinion. The characters' gimmicks felt like cursors. I kind of get that.
That makes sense.
That makes sense, but it's not. I don't know if that's if that was like something you meant like negatively towards the game or positively. I loved the new WarioWare. I thought it was great. Personally, I loved it. Chris and I, we played it together a whole weekend, basically.
Yeah, I loved it. I will say, I tried to play it with like a couple other like friends or like groups of friends, and they just didn't get it. And I do think WarioWare is like
it's a niche.
It's very niche.
Very niche.
I was expecting to have a good time and play the game with these friends, and they were just like, I can't do this. It's too hard. It's just hard. I wasn't able to like recapture the joy I had with you, playing it. And it's just it's a weird game that like I really love, but I understand anyone who it doesn't work for.
I think the thing is, though, I think the reason why it's hard for them is because I don't know how much experience you have with the WarioWare games before this one.
None.
But this WarioWare game is very different. That's why I'm bringing down WarioWare, the GameCube one, to play with you.
Yeah.
Because it is a lot simpler. You're basically doing all those micro games, but it's like you don't have the characters that you have. So it's like, for example, there's a micro game in the new one where it's like you gotta like pick the nose. Basically, you gotta get the character into the nose. That's from an older game, but what it is that in the older game you have the two nostrils, and then you have a finger that's like going like this, and you have to hit A at the right time. It's like they're a lot simpler rather than having to try and get your character into the nose. It's like, hit A when you need to.
Yeah. Because I played the WarioWare and the whatever was included in like the 3DS Ambassador program.
Oh, you know the Game Boy one.
Yeah, that was it, and it was fun, but it was much simpler. It's still challenging because it's quick and everything, but like the gameplay itself was simpler. You just do a quick thing and then you're moving on. But this one, it's like there's different characters and everything, and it's tough.
Yeah, like I personally prefer the older, simpler style, but I do really like what they did here. Yeah,
I'm glad they tried a different approach to it. It was cool.
See here. I'm going to skip some comments because we need to catch up. Okay. This may be an interesting question. In Luigi's Mansion, for which room do you have, so for a room that didn't have one, do you think, which room that didn't have one do you think should have a portrait ghost in it? In the original mansion? Maybe the what's it called? The Astral Hall. Like, are you having some sort of like astronomer ghost?
Oh yeah, that wasn't. Yeah,
that would have been cool. Other than that, I can't really think of any rooms.
I don't know what other rooms were there that didn't have portrait ghosts.
There were like the beginning rooms, obviously. Like there's the what's that room called? That one room, and then there's the parlor. Then there's the room behind it that has like nothing in it. Then there's the mirror room, but that one got Uncle Grimly. There's the mirror room, which actually could have been a really, really cool one. The one where it's like you have to use the mirror to see where the ghosts are. Yeah, that one could actually had some really cool opportunities, but there's no real ghosts.
Yeah, I can't think of it. I think that first game is so tight. I don't think it could have used anymore.
Yeah, like it.
Except for the space one, that could have been kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe actually. Well, actually, no. This is kind of based on the cut ghosts. Or the cut ghosts, but like the kitchen could have had like a chef or like a cook. There's the rumors and rumblings that like the safari room had like a hunter ghost in it, like where he wanted Luigi's head, which ended up not being a real thing. But that would have been so cool if like you walked into the safari room, like just about to finish Area 3, and then you have this ghost saying, "Oh, I need your head for my collection." Like that would have been so dark, but kind of cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Let's see. Do you? Okay. Do you know when the next Nintendo Direct is? No. If I had to guess, sometime in February.
Yeah, I think we can get one in February because we just got the random trailer drop for Kirby, which was like almost at the exact same time we had the random trailer drop for Bowser's Fury last year in January, and then came a February Direct, and so I think they might be trying to do something similar.
Connor Country. Oh, hey Connor, how you doing? Mario Party 2. Oh no, Mario Party 2 is overrated. We need the top 100 to be part of it. Oh, Connor. Chris, if you don't know, Connor is super good at Mario Party. He completely annihilated myself, Swiftjar, Nintendo, and the championship. We did the last round like a week ago, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was on Horrorland, and we destroyed Connor. We were like all after him. He got like 1 star. The rest of us got like 3 or 4 or 5, something like that. And he still beat us at the end overall by like 3 or 4 stars.
Nice.
Like it's crazy.
Nice.
Star-Lord Turnbull says, I love your videos. Thank you. Let's see. Oh my God. I'm so behind. They're talking about Disney games. Oh my God. All right, I'm just gonna scroll down a little bit.
God, I really want to play Guitar Hero now, but both of my Wii's are broken. As in my Wii and my Wii U. Neither of them work. It's so sad. Maybe I'll download a ROM just to play Guitar Hero.
So you know movies, so you probably know movies in this category. But favorite DreamWorks video game? You ever played, or have you seen like DreamWorks movies? Like
I've seen the movies. I haven't played any DreamWorks games though.
Because that's where I have more experience. I played a lot
Really?
more of the DreamWorks games. Like they're bangers. Like
Yeah.
Okay, this I know I'm gonna get taken for a meme on this one, but hear me out. Shark Tale. Listen, the movie is trash. I mean, I kind of like it in its own shitty way or crappy way, but like the game is really good. It's actually really good. It's like a 2.5D side-scrollery adventure-y kind of game with like I don't know how to describe it. Like there's some stealth segments. It's a really good game.
Cool.
Shrek 2, really good one. Madagascar, really good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've played any. What's the game where you're surfing and you're penguins?
Oh, that's Surf's Up, I think it's called, right? Surf's Up, something like that.
That was always at a kiosk at my dentist growing up. And so I played that some where you're surfing as a penguin.
That's so random.
And I always like wondered what that game was. You know, it was always this mystery to me.
That's so random at your dentist's office.
Yeah. It was like a PS2 or whatever.
So weird.
Yep.
Let's see. Did you see the Harry Potter reunion? I did see the Harry Potter reunion. I think I Snapchatted Chris right afterwards where I cried. I think I told you I cried at the very end of it because because it was like it tugged at the heartstrings. They did like a nice homage to like all the actors who had passed away since the filmings, and it's a really nice thing.
Yeah,
obviously,
I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, obviously J.K. Rowling wasn't in it, but I'm not going to dive into that rabbit hole. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Let's see. They could add Portrait Ghost into. I'm presuming you talk about Mario Kart. Do you think that Luigi Mansion 4 will be developed by Next Level Games? Oh, 100%. 100%. With how successful 3 was, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh my God, we are caught up because I skipped like a bunch of things just so we can catch up.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. The Safari Ghost would have been cool. Personally, I think the observatory would have been a perfect place for an astronomer ghost. Still the telescope stuff. Yeah, that's what I think. But the Safari Ghost, even though I wish that was true. Like where they would say like, "Oh, I want to cut your head off and keep it for my collection." Like that would have been cool.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Do you think Mario Kart 9 will have pre-qualified before the racer at pit lane? Oh, like actual like racing stuff, like actual like qualifications and like actual like pit stuff. I don't think they're gonna go that in depth. I don't think
they can figure out a way to do it, but still make it like simple enough to understand and everything. Sure, anything to make Mario Kart interesting again.
Like maybe they'll have like not like a literal NASCAR mode, but like a mode where it's like maybe it's like the tracks are shorter, or like you go super fast, like 200cc, and it's like let's say it's a 20-lap race, like it's a big race, and every 5 laps you have to stop off, and like you have to complete some sort of like little like not a mini game, but like something really short to like get your tires changed really quickly so you can get back out onto the track. That could be cool if they had that as a little mode.
Yeah, I think what could be cool for the new Mario Kart is if each cup could work as one really long track. So like 4 tracks in a cup, like they all connect. So you can play it normally where, you know, you stop after each race and everything, or you can do it like, what was the mode in the GameCube one called where it's like you go through all of the cups.
I have no clue.
It's like a marathon. It's kind of like that, but it's one big race just straight through.
So
that'd be cool. And then maybe like you have to do pit stops.
What you're saying then is speed golf for Mario Golf Super Rush.
Wait.
Because all the courses, like you can do them individually, or you kind of just like run through and kind of like do them all like you're running and like you're.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Wow. Yeah, that's a crazy connection. That makes perfect sense that I would not have thought of. Yeah. Quick question. Has anyone played on the topic of Disney games, did anyone play Rush? Anyone play Disney Pixar Rush? It was a Kinect game, but I think it worked without the Kinect. But I played it on Kinect, and it like combined the worlds of like Ratatouille, Incredibles, like all the really good early on Pixar movies. And it was sort of like a Disney Infinity kind of thing in that way, but it was for the Kinect.
I've heard of it.
Did anyone play that? Because I played it, and it was kind of cool.
Did it work? Is the question? Because Kinect can be kind of finicky.
Sort of, not really. But it was, I'm just wondering if anyone played it. Because that was weird and kind of neat. Chris' favorite game and console? I'll have to get back to you. favorite console, probably GameCube. Favorite game? I don't know. Some days I say like Breath of the Wild or Mario 64, but then other days I'll say something super random like Stardew Valley or
Ratatouille
or Wario Land Shake It. Just something random like that. So I don't really know where today. I don't really know how I feel today.
And while we're actually talking, or that reminded me when you said we have to come back to it, I completely forgot we had to come back to that Kirby question earlier about like Kirby. So Nintendo tweeted something a few days ago, maybe a week ago, whatever, where it was like it had like this picture of like, it was like a Kirby montage, whatever. And then it said, this year is Kirby's 30th anniversary. Like, stay tuned throughout the year while we'll be doing some cool stuff or like have some cool events or be doing some cool stuff or something like that. And I'm like, oh, they're actually going to do something for Kirby's 30th anniversary? Like, what are they going to do? Like, are they going to do air ride? Are they going to make, like, I mean, obviously they have this Kirby game coming out. Like, is there going to be something else? Like,
oh, yeah, wait, wasn't there an air ride question earlier that we
that's what I'm addressing. Yeah. Like, it's like, is there, like, maybe there could be some more Kirby stuff? Because, like, they said that there's going to be some stuff later in the year that we can keep an eye out for.
I think Kirby and the Lost Kingdom, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be it mostly, but I think it's possible there could be like an air ride mode in that game that they haven't revealed yet or something like that. But I don't think we're going to get a new air ride game, at least within the span of Kirby's anniversary. I feel like this is the big thing that they're going to want to put focus on. But I'd love to get an air ride game. I would obviously love that. That'd be awesome.
I honestly think they should do, because they've done it before, almost like Mario 3D All-Stars, like a collection. Like, because they've done Kirby collections before. I think on the Super Nintendo, I think it was.
Yeah. And then later on the Wii, they had like the Dreamland collection or something like that.
Yeah. Like they should totally do something like that. Like I don't see why. It's like, because the thing is with Kirby, it's not like Mario where it's like, you know, you can just remaster one of the games, sell it for $60, it'll sell millions. Kirby, I feel like you can get away with like just throwing a bunch of like ports, not really doing much with them, like Dreamland and Superstar and all those other games. I can't really think of all of them because I'm not a Kirby fan, and just like being like, there, boom, $60, and like just a lot of Kirby games, people will see the value in it.
Yeah, they should totally do that.
Do you think Luigi's Mansion 3 was goofier than Dark Moon?
I don't remember Dark Moon well enough, but I think so. I think so because so here we go. So in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, the ghosts were unbearably goofy. They were like minions. And in 3, they were the same way. The difference between the two is the designs of the mansions, or like the mansions versus the hotel. The mansions from Dark Moon, I remember being a lot spookier. Like they had more of a Halloween.
Yeah, they were
just
vibe.
Darker.
Yeah, they were darker.
More contrast to it. I think.
So I'd say Luigi's Mansion 3 probably was goofier. Like even though Dark Moon definitely relied a lot on the slapstick of the ghosts, 3 did as well, but then also had the not spooky at all environment.
Yeah, I think you are right, and I have nothing else to say.
Awesome
I have to go in like 5 minutes.
So, all right, sounds good. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go for too much longer anyways, because they usually keep these like an hour and a half-ish. And also maybe we're going to Luigi Mansion project, takes a lot apartment complex, entire cast of yeah, I love like people who are working on like projects like this, like that's so cool. Like because like obviously I've been working on my Luigi Mansion 4 project for so long. You know, it's so cool like when other people are also like working on these cool, because like everyone has a different vision on where they think the Luigi Mansion franchise should go. And I mean, obviously, I want it to return to a mansion, but like an apartment complex could be pretty cool. I mean,
yeah, it'd be great. Like actual like residences.
Yeah, like each like resident, like each apartment building has like different residents in them, and each one is so different personality wise, to where like each apartment is decorated very differently.
Yeah, exactly.
So that it still has like, even though because like apartment buildings, like there's not much you can really do in terms of visual variety, but like if ghost personality is different, you can capture that. Let's see. What do we want to see from Cosmic Chic? I just want it to be a good successor to Battle for Bikini Bottom. That's all I want, basically. And apparently, DRP Smash played Rush, Pixar Rush, and they made a controller version apparently for the Xbox One.
Oh, cool. Yay. I'm glad someone else played it.
See, I'll describe only female ghosts I don't want to spam. I'll mention the personal favorite concepts. I have an astronaut who's like a Neil Armstrong reference. I have a trio of Girl Scouts. Oh, that's cool. Yo, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do like, I don't think Luigi Mansion 3 did children ghosts at all. Because I know one did a few children.
I don't
ghosts.
think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Also, I played Disneyland Adventures, and they did one for the Kinect and Controller version of Xbox One. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I didn't play any of those games. Like when I was a big Xbox gamer, there's a time where I did not care about the Wii. Like the Wii didn't do anything for me. Like I loved the N64 and the GameCube, and then when the Wii came out, I didn't care for it. So I switched over to Xbox 360, and that's when I had like my badass like preteen / teenager phase.
Oh yeah,
where I was like, yeah, I gotta play all the zombie games. That's when I played Left 4 Dead and and I played the original Black Ops. That's when the original Black Ops came out. Like that was like 2010. Wow, that makes me feel a little old. But yeah, I didn't really play games like that at the time because I was a badass. I was tough.
Oh yeah, you were too cool.
It's too cool.
Too cool.
Favorite and least favorite remixes from Mario Party Superstars. The songs. Oh, I couldn't tell you that.
Me neither.
A lot of them sound the same to me. Maybe like Doom and Gloom from Mario Party 6, which is like, I love it because like the sirens they have in the background, they're a little more toned back. Like, because like, in Mario Party 6, Granite Getaway with that big boulder coming after you, and you have that like siren in the background going like, woo, like every like now and again. It's like, it's scary. It's like intense. It's like, oh my God. But they lowered that in favor for like the trumpets and the brass. Didn't care for that. So I actually did have an answer for that. So there you go. We for sure need a Mario football game or something else that's a new sport. I'm guessing you mean American football. I wouldn't see the appeal of a Mario American football game, to be honest.
I don't either, but I do like the idea of them doing a new sport, something new.
Yeah, if they do a new sport, they should do something a little more recognized, because American football is just that, American football. Not many other countries play it very much.
Yeah. Or bring back an old sport that they have done before, but not in a while, like baseball or soccer.
Baseball.
Either one.
Let's see here. Xbox is strong with Game Pass. Game Pass is easily the best game subscription service. I actually don't even have Game Pass, to be honest, but I do love my Xbox. I've always been an Xbox overplay. I'm not one for console wars, but like I've always preferred the Xbox.
Yeah. No, I agree. Game Pass is just plain awesome. Game Pass is great.
Shout out to Nintendo Hero. He says, "Oh, geez, I'm going right at the end." Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably stay on a couple minutes after Chris leaves, though, just to like answer some questions and talk a little bit. But Nintendo Hero says, "What's up, guys? On a scale of 1 to 10, how hyped are you for Kirby after the new trailer?" Chris, you go first.
Oh, I'd probably say, I don't know, maybe like 6 or 7. Like I'm hyped. I'm excited for it. We talked about it earlier too. Like I'm super excited for it, but it's not. I wouldn't call it hype. But I'm excited. I'm already pretty much convinced I'm gonna get it. Like it looks great. But yeah, I like after the first trailer, it's probably like a 2 or 3. So it's much higher now.
Yeah, I'm basically in the same boat. Like for the first trailer, it was definitely like a 2 or a 3. For this one, I'm like at a 5 or 6. Like I'm interested in it. I'm not excited for it. I'm not hyped for it. I'm just interested in it. I know if it looks cool, maybe I'll get it at some point. It's a Kirby game, so it'll probably go on sale later this year if I decide I won't get it now. But I'm interested in it. It looks interesting.
Yeah, it looks really great.
When do the Luigi's Mansion Lego sets come out? They are already out, and I figured that out the hard way. I was like, oh my god, they're already out. So yeah, so that's something, because I wanted to do something with Chris where like maybe we build the Lego sets something together, but I don't even have them right now, so I don't know.
All right, one more.
Let's see.
One more good question, then I got shit.
Then I'll do this one. Do you have any speculations or wishes for the Mario movie?
I wish that it is one of 2 extremes. I wish that it's either really, really bad or that's like really, really good. I don't want it to be dull. I don't want it to be mediocre.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
I don't want it to be really, really bad. But if it is bad, like let's be able to like really laugh at it.
Yeah, there's some movies that are so bad that they're good.
But but ultimately I really want it to be like really good. And I like think it could be. I really do. I know everyone's kind of like laughing at it and saying it's going to be terrible and whatever, but like there's a chance that we're all going to be like, oh shoot, that was a good story. I do think Illumination has the chops. I know a lot of people give them crap, don't like them. I think the first Despicable Me is great, and then I think they just got a little, caught up in the branding of it and everything, and just kind of kept pumping them out with less thought. But I do think they're great storytellers when they have the time and the care to be that. And I think they're gonna approach the Mario movie with that level of care. And so I really hope it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the 2 things I'm always wondering about when it comes to modern movies. I'm like, there's probably gonna be a stupid fart joke in there somewhere, and yeah. I'm like, that's gonna be for me, whatever. But I also like I think we also have to realize that I'm pretty certain Miyamoto has a big hand in this. So I think they can't really I don't think they could do typical Illumination stuff, because Miyamoto is very involved with the movie. So he has a lot of the say, like maybe Illumination run things by him. Like, is this good? Like, is this the general direction you want? He could be like, no, we need to change this and this and this. So I'm cautiously optimistic. Yeah,
I think it's just hard. It's hard to know. it's hard to know anything, but I'm really excited for the day when we're going to get our first trailer. We're going to get our first look at it and just see what this is all about.
Honestly, Chris, we should go see it together night one.
Yeah.
Like either you come up to New York. Actually, it'd probably be pretty hype in New York. So maybe you come up to New York and like we go see like a night one premiere or something.
Oh, totally. And then go back again. It's gonna be, No, I'm gonna be all over this thing when it comes out. I mean, it's my two favorite things: movies and games coming together. That's gonna be huge. I got wanting this since I was like 5. I've been drawing out, writing out Mario movie ideas forever. Just as a hobby almost. So the fact that this is happening, it's pretty crazy.
Right. Well, I won't hold you any longer. Thank you for hopping on, Chris.
Thank you for having me. I hope I'll if you'll allow it, I would love to keep hopping on to these whenever I can, whenever you do them.
No, you're not allowed back here. You're barred. You're barred. In fact, hold on. You're gone. Goodbye.
Oh,
no, just kidding. You did that to me. I remember you doing that to me.
I did because I was mad at you because you said something. What did you say? You
said
something. And I was like,
I remember it was something. It had something to do with Toad. I think it was.
Oh, everyone wanted me to do the Toad voice, and you like brought it back up or something.
I was like,
get out of here.
Yeah, you're like, be gone with you.
It was pretty. That was dope. That was a fun stream.
It was. Looking back, it was probably one of the funnest, one of the most fun streams I've ever done.
Yeah, Nintendo Hero. If you're still here, we should get back together again. Do another like discussion like that. That was a blast.
Like maybe like right after the next Nintendo Direct, whenever it is, maybe like us and Nintendo Hero and if David, if even, maybe we can all come together and shoot the stuff again.
That'd be awesome. We should do it. All right. Well, I got a jet. Thanks for having me.
Later, Chris.
Zach, I'll talk to you later. Everyone else, I'll see you on the next stream or video. So I gotta figure out how to leave this thing.
Here, I'll remove you so you can figure it out. Oh. All right, later, Chris. So so I'll take a few more questions. I'll stay here for a few more minutes. It was really cool to get Chris in for the stream. Really, really fun. We shared those discussions for Legendary. Yeah, that was a really fun time. I really liked doing that stream when that would have been like 2 years ago now, right? Yeah, that would have been like 2 years ago now, maybe even like 2.5 years ago. Oof, so long ago. Would you be up for doing another rehydrated release? Yes. I think I might have mentioned this earlier, but you might not have been here when I said it. Riders, DX, Sheriff the Great, and myself, have already been talking a bit about the next release. We definitely want to theme it around Cosmic Shake. So that'll be really, really cool once we get that in motion. Obviously, it's January, so this event will probably be in like June. So we haven't really done too much with it yet. But once more stuff starts to happen, so obviously the first year we did Rehydrated Relief, we wanted it to be a really, really big thing because the fact that Rehydrated was coming out is the first one. And then last year, we obviously wanted it to do well, but we didn't like push it as much. We didn't do as much marketing. Obviously, like the first one, we got THQ Nordic involved. They retweeted our stuff. They gave us stuff to give away. Last year we didn't really do that. I think because of Cosmic Shake coming out, we're definitely going to try and make this one big. We want to make this one big again. And because of the fact that this is a new game, we really want to make this one something special. And hopefully we can raise a lot of money. We haven't decided on charity or anything like that yet. That'll definitely be a little while away. But stay tuned for that. I think it'll be an underrated gold mine of millennial and Gen Z humor, the Mario movie. It could be. It is interesting to think of what direction they could go because, like, Mario is something that, like, everyone knows and everyone can relate to. So if they make the humor just for one specific demographic, it might not land well with certain people. So I think they gotta do like a fine balance. There's movies like that do like the nostalgia thing really well, where it's like I guess like Spider-Man is the best example. I personally haven't seen it, but I know that a lot of people really, really like it because it both does really good new stuff, but also does a lot good with the nostalgia. And And I think if they do that really well, where they have a lot of good references that all Nintendo fans or Mario fans will understand, I think it could work really well. Any good indie games you're looking forward to? Not really. I don't really play indie games that much. Not that I have anything against indie games or anything like that. It's just that like I already have a big backlog of AAA titles, right? Like, like I'm behind on. I've been meaning to play Link's Awakening on Switch. Haven't even touched it. I just beat Dying Light. I'm so far behind on games to where I just don't have the time for indie games unless it's something that like I just see on YouTube and it visually intrigues, like 60 seconds and 60 parsecs. Those intrigue me when I watch them on YouTube. But there's none that maybe Sports Story because I liked Golf Story. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Alrighty, I'm going to take some last minute questions. When will you play more of the old games on Nintendo Online, like more of your Paper Mario and Banjo? Paper Mario, I've been meaning to get back to. I don't know why I stopped playing it, to be honest. I think I just not forgot about it, but I mean, once the holidays came, my hair is sticking up here. I want to get it down. Once the holidays came around and all that, I just kind of got distracted and just never went back to it. So I'm probably going to pick up Paper Mario at some point. Banjo, definitely. When Banjo comes out, I'm like ditching Paper Mario for a little bit because I want, Banjo Kazooie is not an overly long game anyways, but yeah, I'll definitely Banjo definitely. Even if I decide not to return to Paper Mario, I'll definitely do all of Banjo Kazooie, 100%. Have you played any Telltale games? I don't think I have. Because I wanted to play The Walking Dead, but I don't. Do they have all the chapters? Because I know there's the physical version of like the final chapter, but like that's just the final chapter. What about the other ones? The emulation on the Nintendo Switch Online, I know isn't good for certain games, like Ocarina of Time, for instance, which makes me nervous for when Majora's Mask comes out. But for Paper Mario, it's been fine so far, and every game I've tried on it, like Yoshi's Story, has been fine. What other game? I played a couple other games on there. Mario Tennis was fine. Like I think simpler games is probably fine, but then when you get to like Ocarina of Time, and I don't know why, it's Nintendo 64. The Nintendo Switch have no issues emulating those games, but whatever. Dude, why are there so many spam people? There's so many like people in spam, or like spam people coming in today. Let's see. What do you want from Doctor Who this year? Well, I mean, there's only 2 more episodes left, and then the regeneration. I mean, there's just so many questions from like Flux that weren't answered. Like what happened to like the half of the universe that didn't get saved? Like, is it just gone now? Is there nothing the Doctor can do? Like, what planets got destroyed? Like there's so much stuff they didn't answer or talk about in Flux that I kind of want that addressed in the next 2 episodes. And then of course there's like the whole thing with 13 and Yaz, like their romance, and it's like kind of too little too late. Like you're bringing it up now, like the characters haven't even told each other and there's only 2 episodes left. Like how are you going to make that pay off at all? I don't know. They do. It's called The Walking Dead Definitive Edition. Okay, I'll have to check it out then, because I've wanted to play that, but okay, maybe I'll have to check it out. Maybe I have to look it up and check it out. If Toad and Toadette became playable as Superstars, who do you think should be the star seller? Koopa Troopa, because Koopa Troopa is the other host. So, yeah. Hey, CJ Destroyer, how are you doing? I was actually funny enough about to end soon, because I had Chris on a bit earlier, CC Media. I had him on for the majority of the stream. He left about 10 minutes ago, and I'm probably going to end soon. So sorry that you missed the stream, but you can always rewatch it. We talked about some cool stuff. Like we talked a lot of, like I'm sweating this. If you want to see that. We talked about a lot of cool Nintendo stuff like Kirby and Mario Kart. We talked about a lot of cool stuff. So in case you missed any of the stream, you can always go back and look for specific parts if you just want to watch it or are bored one evening, you know. All right, last minute questions, and then I'm gonna head off and do some grocery shopping because I don't know if any of you know, but I'm not living I'm living alone basically right now. My father and my dad's girlfriend are away for a few months. They're gonna be away actually until like May, and I'm by myself, so I gotta like do adult stuff now. Like I'm being an adult. It's so weird. I started this channel like as a freshman in high school. Now I'm like being an adult, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Hey, Overworld Gaming or Overworld Games. Hopefully you're doing well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Later, Nintendo here. Later. Except for the new SpongeBob game, do you think it'll be revealed in June? I hope it'll be revealed earlier than June. Honestly, I want it to have like a summer release date. You know, I'm kind of hoping it'll get shown off a little bit, maybe in like March, maybe like at like PAX Eastish time. Like, was that like March and April? Get a release date, come out a couple months later. I could hope. Life's crazy. I know, right? Like when you have a YouTube channel for like, this is my 10th year on YouTube. I joined YouTube on this channel in 2012. It's 2022, 10 years later. Kind of crazy. kind of a little bit crazy. Fun stream despite me being late. Yeah, I mean, like that's what I love about Chaturdays is like I don't have to focus on gameplay at all. Like I just focus on talking with people in chat. Something I'm gonna try to sort out if I can get my capture card all sorted out. I might don't take this as a promise. I might do a Mario Party Superstars live stream if I can get my capture card to work. If I can figure it all out, because I'm horrible with game streaming. I just gave up on it because like I'm just terrible at it. But if I can figure it out, I might do a Mario Party Superstar stream playing with viewers, something like that. Maybe next week could be fun. In a new server, there's a promotional tab in the server, so go for it. There's a link in the description. I know there's like a promo section, so as long as you do it there, you should be set. And yeah, by the way, I have a Discord link in the description down below for people who want to go and join the Discord server, be part of the community. It's not really that active, but like you can make it active by talking in it. I'm not very active on Discord, but you can go and join. It improves quality. Yeah, I mean, I think they've been working on the Cosmic Shake for 2 years, like longer than we hydrated. So, later, yeah, it's about mid-afternoon here. It's getting towards the evening. South Africa, nice. Hopefully, you're enjoying South Africa. Thank you. I have played Back 4 Blood, and I'm actually working on a review on it. So that'll be up. It's actually supposed to come up or be up this week, or I guess last week. But I didn't get it done. Actually, I didn't even really work on it at all. So I'll have to get that up at some point. But I will do a review of Back. I got to spit. I will do a review of Back 4 Blood at some point. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I'm gonna end it off now. I'm getting a little bit tired, a little bit hungry as well. I haven't eaten all day. So probably should get something to eat soon. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next stream I do or next video, whenever. See you guys later.